directly to your website, how to write content, well, not how to write it, but how to take that content you've written and bring it over to your website. So let's go ahead and go to, you want to type in your website address and you want to put /WP admin. Every site that's developed on WordPress usually has this extension here, so it's WP-admin, and it goes to the back end. Okay, if you're not logged into the site, it's going to ask you to log in. It's going to look like this, and I created this login for you guys. And usually when if my team designed your site, we did this. Anyways, when you're logged in, you want to go to post. It doesn't matter if you're posting a picture, if you're posting something that you want to share, a blog, if you're posting listings, whatever it is, you want to go to post, click on post, you want to click on add new. Okay, and once you click on add new, you want to type in the title over here. So let's type in 5 ways to build a roof. Okay, then here you're gonna write your content. So you just write content and content. But I want to show you, let me just get some sample content on the internet. That way I can actually create content for you guys so you can see what it looks like. So okay, let's take this content. Okay, this is just demo text. Okay, so let me show you something. So you go here and you paste the text. Be careful when pasting it, because let's say, let me show you something, right? Let's say I copy this right here and I paste that instead. See how it made this capitalized and all that. When you paste, it brings the formatting as well. So the only way to paste without bringing the formatting, if you paste and things just look weird, like you don't want this line, you don't want this capitalized, then what you do, you go to text and then you paste it in here. Okay, because what the text is pretty much just bare bones. The visual is like what you see. Notice now nothing's been affected, right? So okay, let me just take this text here. I'm gonna post it. Let's say 5 ways to build a roof. Okay, and this is the first article. I'll put number 1, well, right here, like number 1. Actually, right here. Number 1, find your favorite color. Okay, now, and let's take number 2. Find your favorite pair of jeans. This is completely stupid. But actually, you wouldn't want your favorite pair of jeans. You want beat up pair of jeans. When you click preview, it doesn't save the article. It simply shows you a preview of it. You click preview and then it opens on the next tab what it looks like. Okay, 5 ways to build a roof. Okay, see, find your favorite color, text. You want this to be capitalized, or you want this to like stand out, right? So what I could do, I could select it and I could make it bold, but usually that's not the good thing to do. You want to make this into a heading, like the first heading is this. So this is heading number 1. Okay, so this, because it's the second heading, you put heading number 2, or you can make it heading number 3. The thing is this: if this is heading number 2, then this has to be heading number 2. Why? Because these things are counting on the same. They're on the same level, right? All these are one of the 5 ways to build the roof. So if this was heading number 5, or this is heading number 2, then this would have appeared to be a subsection of find your favorite color. Let's say here I'm gonna put and find your favorite texture, right? I put a subheading of find your favorite color. With color, you also want to choose text. So instead of putting heading number 2, you put heading number 3, because at that point you can kind of read the text. Notice I hit preview. See, find your favorite color, find your favorite pair of jeans, and right here, find your favorite texture. See, this is heading number 3, so it's smaller than heading number 2, and this is heading number 1. Had I made these heading number 1, it would have been this big. So it's important that you select the proper headings, okay? And not only is this good for you visually to help people understand and organize your article, but Google, they scan what the headings. So all the headings you create, they scan them, and usually it helps them to better rank your site. So let's say I put the word pair of jeans on a heading. Most likely this website could potentially rank for the word pair of jeans because it's on a heading, and if I use it a few times within the site, it would help. So yes, that's how you write content. And then over here, you would leave this the way it is, just standard, because it's an article, right? And then here you select the category. What's the category? Is it real estate? Is it color? What's the category? If you know, if let's say we never wrote about roofing before, so we just create one, add new category, roof, and add new category. You hit the button, and then at this point it goes up here. As long as it's selected, you're good to go. So you put the title, you put the content, you make sure this remains as standard, you select the category, and then the last thing you have to do here, just for the content part, you have to create a feature to add an image, right? So let's go ahead and add a feature image. You can either choose from your current images, or you can upload by clicking upload images here, and you can find an image. Let's see if I have a, well, I already have a roofing image there. I'm gonna upload that image. Now this is very, very important, and I want you guys to remember this. Okay, if your image is too large, it's going to slow down your website. Remember, if your image is large, it's going to slow down your website. So, right, how do you know how large your image is? You just look over here. See, 100, 1,000 to 575. What is too large? Anything over 1,000 pixels is too large. So let's say this say 3,000 or 1,500 or 4,000. Man, that's a really, really big image. So how do you make it smaller? You click Edit Image, and then you change the size here to 1,000 in width. Right? As long as it's 1,000 or less, it's good to go. So you just put 1,000 on one of these and make sure that both of them is under 1,000, and you hit scale. Ideally, you want the first number to be under 1,000 because it's the width. You don't want the width to be 500, otherwise the picture will be too small. So 1,000 and below is good. You hit scale, and at that point, you change the size of the image, right? And then let's say, okay, I'm just gonna actually change it just so you guys can see. Scale, it actually goes through the process. Image saved. Now I can go back because the image, when I click on it, it's 950. It's the size I want it to be. You select set featured image. Now the image is there. Category is there. Format is good. All of that, and you hit publish. Okay, let's just make sure everything looks good. I'm gonna hit preview. Okay, everything looks good. Okay, it's very important that you guys know this. Most blogs doesn't have this big landing page here like Amy Wright does, right? Most blogs, it looks like this. It goes straight to the content. So when blogs go straight to the content, usually the image goes right up here. I'll show you an example. Okay, I'm going to show you an example of this. What I mean by that, the reason why you want to put an image is because you want, when people are going through your blogs, to be able to see an image, something that calls out their attention, right? Notice, the feature image is right above the text. See that? It's right above the text. But how come it's not showing up here, right? I added an image, but it's not showing up here. The reason why, if your image does not show up here, it's because you have this landing section here, right? So her blog was built, sometimes I build blogs a little bit differently. So if you want the image to show, instead of putting it here as a feature image, you want to scroll down. Only if you have this big landing page here, this full screen landing page, you scroll down and you see page header image, you see that? You put it right where the page header is. If you don't have a page header, then the image will automatically show up at the top. But since you have a page header, you have to go there and you have to put the image on the page header as well. Now when I go to preview, we will see the image back there. See that? You know, usually even when I have page headers, I don't normally use it just because I kind of like the black. It kind of makes the text stick out. What I do to make it a little bit darker of a contrast, I select the background overlay. I check that box, and what it does now, it puts a contrast and it makes it kind of stand out. You see that? That's way, way nicer. So that's it. Most people don't have this header, so you don't have to do that last step. Once that's done, you can click preview to see, make sure everything looks good, and you're done with actually creating the content. Now let's say you wanted to upload a photo or a video or something really cool. It will be the same exact thing. The only difference is instead of putting content here, you can go to your video, you can go to share, you can go to embed, you can get your embed code like this one, and you can paste it. Notice you can not, if you paste it, oh shit, I didn't copy it. If you paste it here, it's just gonna look like a code. Watch this. It just looks like a code. Why didn't the video show up? Anytime you add a code to the site, you want to do it inside of text, right? So let me paste it here because this is where the codes go, and then visual is how it looks once it's processed. So this is where you put codes. This is how you mess with codes. This is how you mesh with the front end. So I just paste it. I just paste it right over there. Now let's go to preview. Notice you just added a video to the site, right? It's gonna be right down here. That's really cool, right? If I want it to just have video, no text, delete the text, and the video should show up right over here. Now I'm actually gonna publish this just so you guys can see something. I'm gonna go to blogs. I just published it. It doesn't actually get saved until you hit publish. After you publish, the button moves to update. Okay, so it doesn't actually save until you hit update or publish. At this point now, you can see the content here, right? You can see it. Now, if you go here and you click videos, if you select the format as video, then you hit update. Let me show you what happens. At that point, it puts a little player on top over the thing. So a person going through your blog knows that this is a video, okay? If it was a quote, okay, I'm gonna select a quote. See, it just puts the quote here. So whatever you wrote here, let me remove the video and we write a quote. You are special. Boom. Update. And watch. Wherever the blog was, it's just gonna show a quote, which is cool, you know, it kind of shows personality. As people are scrolling through your blog and they see a few quotes from you, it's just really, really cool. Hold on, I don't like that. It didn't show up. Oh, I'm sorry. The quote goes here, okay? So whenever you change the format, it adds a box right here. Amy, right? You are special, okay? That's where the quote goes. You are special by Amy Wright. See that? So you guys can upload quotes, videos, audio gallery, links. A link will look like this. Let me just show you. Okay, let's save that link and I'll show you what that looks like. But anyways, most people are only gonna log in here to actually upload photos or posts or video. But you can upload links, you can upload anything you want, okay? And that's how to upload content to your site, okay? And when you hit update or publish, it is complete.